Hi everybody, it's John. Hi, it's Kelsey.
Hey!
We're doing a little bit of a recap of Warhammer 40k Space Marine as what we've caught up to so far. We're going to be discussing the recent episode with the Inquisitor and the big twist that was that, and all the little clues that were peppered in. The first thing that we want to talk about, I think it's probably when the Inquisitor first was mentioned. Yeah.
There's Winston! Oh, Winston's gonna come up. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Feed him some cheese and envelope glue.
Here he
Look,
is.
there he is!
There he is.
What is that servo skull doing?
Trying to deliver a message. Must be damaged.
Look at
Seal
him.
of the Inquisition. Interesting.
He's so cute! He's so cute!
What is the Inquisition doing here?
We're about to find out.
This is Inquisitor Drogan. I need urgent assistance at Manufactorum Majakis. They're after the experimental device. The device is safe for the time being. I've drawn them off. But now I'm trapped. If I die, you must keep the device out of enemy hands. Or he'll be unstoppable. I needed more time. I was nearly ready.
Okay, pause it. I was so excited about the servo skull and just freaked out about the servo skull. I don't remember this scene.
Yeah.
So this is actually the first time I'm seeing this scene. All I saw was Sardinius talking about an experimental weapon.
Yeah.
I knew, or whenever I saw the Inquisitor, I knew that we had seen him before on that little screen.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what they were talking about because I was just flipping out about the servo
Servo.
skull.
Yeah. Yeah. Winston's pretty awesome.
Winston is super awesome.
The servo skull is kind of a staple. Like it's like you see that thing, you know you're talking about 40k. So yeah. So this is like our first introduction to the Inquisitor. He's saying he's under attack. He's got an experimental weapon. Keep the power source away from the thing. He's not saying what the experimental weapon is. There's an Inquisitor. They're always very secretive. And there's a little clue there, like that you caught on. He'll be unstoppable.
Yeah, I don't think that I would have caught on to that the first time.
Right. You don't know who.
I wouldn't have known that. I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah. You don't know who the main bad guy is.
No.
Huh.
I thought it was the orcs.
Yeah. You're thinking.
Or Lieutenant Dan.
Or Lieutenant.
Still looking at you, Lieutenant Dan.
Okay, so after this, we finally meet the Inquisitor.
Inquisitor Drogan?
I am Drogan,
You look so
and
sad.
you are...
Captain Titus of the Ultramarines. We received your distress call, but you seem to have weathered the enemy's attack.
I am soldier and scientist, both, Captain.
What is the status of the experimental device?
The power source is running the entire Manufactorum from the generator room.
This device is a fuel source, not a weapon?
It is a complex device and an unstable one.
So a little bit of the clues here. So he was under attack, as far as we could tell in the video.
But yeah, like you said, the 3 scratches didn't catch on to that. Didn't catch on to that at all.
I mean, they go deep, and Titus makes a point of mentioning the scars because he says, "Hey, your wounds are pretty bad," and he goes, "I'm a psyker. The wounds, I'm using my psychic powers to hold them back, to not bleed out." Anyway, so yeah, so you see this guy Drogan, and his emotional status is like
It's iffy.
It flip flops. Like he's very angry at the computer. And he turns around. He's like, "Oh yes, I'm Inquisitor Drogan. Of course I am. There's no reason you shouldn't trust me."
I didn't.
There's a little bit of conversation between you and him as you go through the factory. None of it's really all that important. What's important, though, is that you do eventually get to the power source, and you grab it, and then it exploded, and that blew up the chamber, and he thought you were dead. So at this point, his plan, he's got to get the thing, like the power source.
The power source.
He's
got to get the power source into the weapon so that he can open up the portal.
Right.
But he's got to convince us to do that.
Well,
I don't know why he's got to convince us to do that. Why couldn't he have done it?
because there's an army of orcs between him and there.
So he's got to get through the orcs.
Right.
But there was several points where we weren't even with him. Like, we were separated from him.
Yeah, that happened after he thought you were dead. So he had to separate from the other two guys so he could go back and get the power source.
But he didn't have the power source. I had the power source.
Yeah, because he didn't get to it in time. You woke up, grabbed the power source, and stuck it in the little chamber, and then you put it on your belt. And then you call, and then you immediately was, "Hey, Inquisitor, I got the power source." At some point, he split off from the other Space Marines because his goal is to get the...
It doesn't seem like a safe thing for him to do.
I mean, at this point, he's... What he really is he's a demon wearing a dead man's body.
I get that.
So... Like, what has he really got to lose?
I get that now.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't get that then.
I mean, he has to get that power source. It's
Yeah.
the only, if he doesn't have it, none of his plan works. Yeah. Well, the next scene is whenever you meet back up with the Inquisitor.
Okay.
All right, so let me get that pulled up here.
And you said there was like dead bodies all over the place.
Yep. All right, so this is right. So if you see here.
Yeah, I see them. They're right there.
Yeah. So there's
all these dead bodies.
You got a dead body here. You got dead bodies all over here. None of them are orcs. They're all Imperial Guard.
See, I didn't see that.
You want to know why you didn't notice it? Because the game designed...
I was looking for it.
Right. It was just part... Dead bodies have, to you at this point...
Yeah, they're just all over the place.
They're all over the place. They're part of the environment. It's amazing game design. There's like 6 dead bodies in that scene. Like, just looking at that picture. And you're just like, whatever.
I didn't even notice it. Mm-hmm. Did not even notice it. Just skipped right over it.
Yeah.
Inquisitor Drogon, we need to get you off planet before we're overrun by orcs.
You were exposed to the unshielded power source.
Look at those crazy
In the generator room, I saw it.
Oh, yeah.
You held raw energy from the warp. How are you still alive?
The power source conducts warp energies.
The stuff of chaos.
Look at those crazy eyes.
My work against the Xenos has the Imperium's blessing.
Can your blessed work help us against the orcs?
My research is of the utmost secrecy. The Imperium forbids its use without sanction.
Consider that your Imperial sanction.
Very well. The power source fuels an experimental weapon at my research facility. The Psychic Scourge. It could destroy the orcs.
You didn't think to bring up this scourge weapon before.
The Psychic Scourge has never been test-fired, Sergeant.
Yep.
So, at this point, he's just grasping at straws?
Kind of.
To get the...
Well,
So he's just saying whatever he thinks that we are going to go and do.
Pretty much. So at this point, you have the power source.
Yeah, he wants the power source.
Yeah, and he can't just run up and grab it from you. At this point, he just wants to get the power source to the Scourge. The best way to do that is with a squad of Space Marines to deliver it for him.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Then we're going to move on to the next scene.
Inquisitor, your wound is slowing us down.
I can manage.
Brothers, take him to the Valkyries. I will draw the orcs off and meet you there.
Give the power source to the Sergeant then, Captain.
No,
No.
Drogon. The orc chieftain wanted the power source. When his orcs see I possess it, not you, they will follow me. Move out.
Okay.
Which room?
So that
I
was-
already did not trust him at this point, and I was not going to give up that power source. Me, myself, I would have been like, no, fuck off.
So the last one that I've got here is right where you meet back up with the Inquisitor. This is where we land, and you picked up on this right quick.
Farewell, Captain. I must return to base. Those damned Orc flyers cost me too many good men and too many gunships. We'll be hard-pressed to defend the outpost.
Thank you. And good luck, Lieutenant.
So this is where Fifth Element bad guy was like rushing us.
Yeah.
Like he
Where
wanted
is
to
it?
get, he had
The
to get
device
there
is
now.
secure, Drogon.
Yeah, he immediately, he wasn't like, yo,
Further delay
bitch, what's
is
up?
Intolerable.
Yeah.
He immediately was like, where is it?
Yes. Come. We've no time to waste.
Yeah, I wasted so much time.
Yeah, no, at this point, he's gotten really close to his goal.
He wants to get there. He wants to get there so bad.
Yeah, and that tonal shift doesn't match up with what he told you before. because he was like, no, I can't use this weapon unless I have like an Imperial seal.
It didn't seem like he wanted to do it at first, and then whenever he decided let's do it, it was just like, we have to do it right now.
And that brings us up to pretty much where we left off on the last episode. Okay, so there's the Psychic Scourge. The hopeful idea was, they were going to fire this weapon. Hopefully, it would kill all the orcs. It doesn't really explain how it would, but
yeah, he just said, "Hey, let's do this. It's going to kill all the orcs."
Mm-hmm. And there is a little bit of thought, like if it worked right, it might have done it, because the orcs are slightly psychic. Every orc is just a little bit psychic. So I think the idea was to create some sort of psychic wave that would kill the orcs. All right, so. Then we push the button. Yeah, we push the button, and we're like, "Oh, what happened here?" And then, like,
I really wanted to get over this pipe. I wanted to get over to that. Look, it looks so pretty. Look at it, man.
Yeah.
Look at the spire.
I've been looking for you, Space Marine. You got something of mine.
This is where Grimskull comes back in. I love Grimskull's look.
Grimskull does look cool. And I think in like the first video, I took him out. I cut him out. And then like after that, it wasn't like until like the 4th or 5th time that we played that he showed back up again, and I didn't know who he was. Yeah. I didn't recognize him. Yeah. He does look really, really cool. Like this scene looks amazing.
Why didn't it work?
Damn that Drogon! Never trust the Inquisition!
Alright, so everybody else has seen this scene if they've been watching our episodes. Go watch our episodes. So then you have this scene, this part.
This was so cool. This was so
Boom!
cool.
Oh yeah.
How was this possible?
You got new friends now, Space Marine!
Darn, this is. I want a model of this guy. And then we have.
Who is this?
Okay.
Like, I haven't gotten a name on this guy. Also, when I was editing the video and I watched the scene a lot, he has no lips. Or he has half lips. Like, they stop here. And he pronounces P's perfectly. It bothers me. It bothers me. Look at that. That should not be able to say puh.
Yeah. So this is Nimmeroth.
Nimmeroth.
Yeah.
That's a cool name.
He is a Chaos Space Marine.
Chaos Space Marine. So he's like a Space Marine, but a demon.
Yes. There's a lot of history behind it, but the basics of it is that some of the Space Marine legions became traitors. Yeah, he
Look at that sexy strut.
Yeah, he walks in, and then we have Drogon here.
Get back!
Even Titus doesn't even know, like, he's...
Yeah.
How heroic. Drogon!
And so you got Drogon here, and they're like, oh, what's going on here?
Totally did not expect any of this. So these demons are hot.
I have served you well, Lord Nimrod.
Traitor.
Yeah. Yes, he was dead. So Nimmeroth. Look, I'm thinking that Nimmeroth or one of his demons killed him. Like, look at them fingers. Like, Nimmeroth's got some big spiky fingers.
Yeah.
I see. My servant did all that I hoped and more.
See, do you
But
hear
he
those
would
peas?
never have succeeded
Perfectly.
without you,
No lips.
Captain Titus.
Captain Titus of the Artillery.
Captain Titus.
Yeah.
We have broken through to this reality. The blessed gateway.
So
That's where a barehead could begin.
yep, and he's like, oh shit.
Clever fool.
But
You got me monologuing.
Rising resist my touch. Titus
Oh yeah. So this is pretty much where we're pretty much caught up at this point.
Yeah.
Nimroth has some sort of like weird warp abilities. Titus has some sort of ability to
resist it. He's resisting it.
It's very, very few people that are warp resistant completely, because to be completely warp resistant, you have to have no soul. The warp is the afterlife. It's where whenever you die, your soul's energy goes to the warp.
What's wrong with Titus? Why is he
resistant?
And he doesn't know why he's resistant.
He doesn't.
He just is.
He just is. There are some people that are just that can turn it completely off, and those people are just soulless. Titus, I can't see Titus as soulless. So there's something else about it.
Is that answered in this game? Or
no, it's not.
It's not answered in this game. Mm-mm. Do you think it's going to be answered in 2? 2 isn't out yet, right?
It's not out yet. And that pretty much brings us up to where we are at. Mm-hmm. You were able to keep the power source away from him, which is he's the guy. He's the guy that wants it. And now our current goal is to close that big purpley rift up there.
Oh, it's so pretty.
It is really pretty. All right, everybody.
All right, thanks for coming along on this little journey on her little recap.
Everyone, we'll catch you next time, and we'll see where Kelsey's adventures take her next.
It's more Space Marines.
Well, more Space Marines, but we got other stuff we can.
Yeah, we got other games. We're gonna check out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. All right, everyone.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Demons.
Yeah, so these are called bloodletters.
I am liking them so much.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it's obvious. Watch this. Watch it. He grabs it by the tongue, because I got this big lolly tongue.
Yeah.
And that's where I had to take a breather. Okay. So after we shot this video, I might have accidentally on purpose looked up some Captain Titus and Chaos Demon fan fiction. And two things I learned from that experience is, number one, I should not have looked that up on a work computer.
No, I can tell you that now.
And number two, y'all some heathens. And I am down for it.